Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today's video is about identifying the Pancha-Devatas from your horoscope. Okay. And many a times people actually ask me that, I've been doing this puja and this mantra and this is not working. Okay. So to make things very clear, your pujas and mantras will not work in the way you want if you do not worship these devatas, which can be, of course, found from your horoscope. And you can, of course, look at each planet at a graha level, Adi Devata level and Pratyadi Devata level to find remedies to your physical, emotional, and soul level issues, respectively. Okay, so if you are finding a physical problem, then just look at the graha Devata. Okay, if you're finding an emotional problem, then look at the Adi Devata. And if you're having a soul level problem, then of course look at the Pratyadi Devata. Okay, so this post actually has been inspired by a Facebook post by a well-known astrologer, Shri Anushree Rautji. She was here on this channel, speaking her, sharing her wisdom on, on Dagdha or on Shunya Tithi, Shunya Rashi, as well as Shunya Lagna. Okay, so the videos are there. So big thank you for, to Anushree madam for, creating this post that inspired me to make this video in the first place. Okay, so of course you can find her page on YouTube. You can also find her channel on YouTube. You can also find her page on Facebook as the Vedic Experience, and she gives out readings on a daily basis. Okay, but anyways, before we get into the meat of the topic, kindly subscribe to this channel, like the content, and please share it with your friends and family if you find it useful. Okay, now decoding the Pancha-Devatas. Okay, so this involves the use of your Navamsha chart, okay, which is of course known as the D9 chart. So you have to identify the Charakarakas from the Navamsha chart, and you need 3 Charakarakas. Okay, you need the Atma Karaka, you need the Amatya Karaka, and you need the Bhatru Karaka. Okay, so the Atma Karaka is the planet having the highest degree in the amongst all the planets in the horoscope. Okay, the Amatya Karaka is the planet having the second highest degree among all the planets in the horoscope, and the Bhatru Karaka is the planet having the third highest degree among all the planets in the horoscope. Okay, so let's see how you can find it out. Okay, as I said, you'll need the Navamsha chart to decode these deities, and Navamsha chart is of course the D20. Sorry, the D9. I'm really sorry about that. So find out your D9 chart. You can do this from any astrology app. Okay, free or paid, does not matter. And your Ishtadevata is identified from the 12th from Atmakaraka's location in D9. Okay, say in the D9 chart, if your Atmakaraka is located in Libra, then, the 12th sign from Libra, okay, that means the sign of Virgo. Your Atmakaraka, if it is empty, then, then Mercury becomes your Atmakaraka. If there is a Devata, then that Devata is going to look at your, then the Devata is going to lead you to the Atmakaraka. Okay, so the 12th from the Atmakaraka in the D9 gives your Ishta Devata. Okay, then comes the, Palan Devata. You identify the Amatya Karaka in the Navamsha, and 6th from the Amatya Karaka gives you the Palan Devata. So say your Amatya Karaka in the D9 chart is, say it is the sun. Okay, say it is the sun, and it is sitting, say, let's say the sun is sitting in, say it is sitting in Pisces. Okay, so you count 6 places from Pisces, right? Pisces, then you come to Aries, then you come to Taurus, then you come to Gemini, then you come to Cancer, and finally you end up at Leo. So Shiva, or the sun, becomes your Palan Devata. Okay, I'll discuss the Adi and the Pratyadi Devatas for each of the planets. Okay, the Dharma Devata is of course the 9th house from the Atmakaraka's placement in D9. Okay, so say your Atmakaraka is placed in, in Aries, then say Moon becomes your Atmakaraka, it is placed in Aries. 9th house from the Moon is of course, 9th house from Aries is of course Sagittarius. So Jupiter becomes your Dharma Devata. Okay, Similarly, the Guru Devata is the Bhatrakaraka's placement in D9. Okay, say your Bhatrakaraka is Mercury and it is placed in the sign of Scorpio. In that case, Mars becomes your Guru Devata. Okay, the Kula Devata is seen from the second house in D20. Okay, D20 is the chart that helps you find out your spiritual quotient. Okay, that is another chart. Okay, D20, it is known as D20, right? And the Kula Devata is identified from the second house in D20. Say, the second house is ruled by the sun in D20. In that case, Shiva will become your Kula Devata. Okay, I'll just tell you the Graha Devata, the Adi Devata, and the Pratyadi Devata of all the Grahas. Okay, excluding Ketu, because Ketu does not come in the scheme of the Charakarakas, right? So for the sun, the Graha Devata is Surya, Adi Devata is of course Agni, and Pratyadi Devata is Shiva. For the moon, Graha Devata is Chandra, Adi Devata is Apas, okay? Pratyadi Devata is Gauri. For Mars, Adi Devata is Mangal. Graha Devata is Mangal, Adi Devata is Prithvi, and Pratyadi Devata is Kshetrapal, okay? For Mercury, Graha Devata is Buddha, Adi Devata is Vishnu, and Pratyadi Devata is Narayana. For Guru, Graha Devata is Brahaspati, Adi Devata is Indra, and Pratyadi Devata is Brahman. Okay? Not Brahma, but Brahman, right? For Venus, okay, if you find it difficult to find, the mantras for Brahman, then you can worship Sadashiva. Okay, for Jupiter, the Pratyadi Devata is Brahman, but then Brahman mantras are rare. They are not usually given out, okay, unless absolutely necessary. In that case, you can take it as Sadashiva. For Venus, the Adi Devata is Shukra. The Graha Devata is Shukra. The Adi Devata is Sachi. Sachi is, of course, the wife of Indra, okay? And Pratyadi Devata is Indra. Okay, difference between Jupiter and Venus. So Jupiter, the Graha Devata is Brahaspati, the Adi Devata is Indra, and the Pratyadi Devata is Brahman. And as I said, if you cannot find mantras for Brahman, you can do for Sadashiva. For Venus, the Graha Devata is Shukra, the Adi Devata is Sachi, Indra's wife, and Pratyadi Devata becomes Indra. Okay, for Shani or Saturn, the Graha Devata is Saneshchara, Adi Devata is Prajapati, this is Brahma. Okay, and the Pratyadi Devata is Yama. And finally, coming to Rahu, the Graha Devata is Rahu itself, Adi Devata are the Pitrus, and the Pratyadi Devata is Durga. Okay, so these are the these are the various Adi, the Graha Devatas, the Adi Devatas, and the Pratyadi Devatas. And as I said, if you're looking to overcome a physical problem, you have to worship the Graha Devata. If you are looking to overcome an emotional problem, then you have to worship the Adi Devata. And if you are experiencing a soul level issue, then you have to worship the Pratyadi Devata. Okay, so in most of the cases, in my experience, I have seen that the Pratyadi Devata does not need to be invoked at all. Okay, so worshipping these Pancha-Devatas and then doing your daily pujas and mantras are going to show a very good effect on your overall destiny. Okay, please try it out and do let me know in the feedback section whether it works for you or not. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in yet another video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namaha.